About 10 years ago, 10 odd years ago, I married the love of my life. And during the ceremony, the man of the cloth read to me from the good book, from the book of Proverbs. And he told me, Ben, henceforth, from now henceforth, you have found a wife, and you have found a good thing, and you will obtain favor from the Lord. And so I waited and I waited and I waited, and this favor looked like it missed my door. It never showed up. And sometimes when I was lying on my bed, this thought came to my mind that maybe as a single man, I experienced more favor than I did as a married guy. And I wondered, God, where am I missing it? God, why is it that I'm supposed to get favor now, but where is this favor? And God began to show me through the scripture where I was losing it, where I was missing the mark, where we married men, where we lose favor. And that's what this video is all about. Where we married men lose favor. That in the life of a married man, there's a back door, can I say it? And sometimes we men, we gentlemen, we do not see this back door. And this back door is a leak. Like the way a motor vehicle tire has a slow puncture. This is a slow puncture. And slowly by slowly, it begins to leak your favor. And before you know it, you're flat. You're a flat tire with no favor. And you feel like maybe as a young man, as a single man, I was more successful. And I'll share with you guys today what the Lord showed me, which completely blew my mind. Let me read for you Proverbs 3. Proverbs 3 from verse 3 to 5. So this is Solomon advising his son from his experience. This is what he tells his son. Let not love and faithfulness forsake you. Bind them around your neck. Like a chain, love and faithfulness. Write them on the tablet of your heart. You will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. And so here Solomon, interestingly, the man with the 300 wives and 700 concubines, he is now advising his son now from his life, from the experience that he had. And he tells his son, let not love and faithfulness bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. And so you will win favor in a good name before God and before man. And God told me, Ben, this verse is a verse that you're missing it. Because, yes, you love your wife, but there's a second part, faithfulness. Faithfulness. And God told me that, Ben, there is a door in your life that is open, and that is the door of unfaithfulness. And the gate where the enemy is entering your marriage and stealing your favor is through your eyes. People call them the eye gate, through your eyes. That your eyes are the leaking place where your favor is leaking out of your life. Man, that really blew my mind. Because of faithfulness that Solomon advises. Solomon says that for a married man, if you want favor, then you must love your wife. And number two, you must be completely faithful to her. That is not just about having a wife, finding a wife, or getting a wife, you find favor. No. When you get the wife, then you must love her and you must be completely faithful to her. But I told God, God, I've not slept around with any woman. God, then where is this faithfulness thing coming about? And God led me to the next verse that I'll share with you guys. The words of Jesus Christ himself. So Jesus, he was speaking on the Sermon on the Mount, one of the most famous sermons. And he said this in Matthew 5:27. He says this, you have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not commit adultery. Yeah, I've not slept with anyone, so God, I'm clean. But I say to you that whoever looks at a woman to lust for her has already committed adultery with her in his heart. Man, that stopped me dead in my tracks. That whoever looks, that what was committing adultery was not my my other body organs, but my eyes. My eyes were the source of adultery. My eyes were the leak. My eyes were the puncture where my favor was leaking out of my life. And Jesus here, because the men who are there, they were like me, and they're like, you know, me, I'm not slept with anyone. You know, me, I've not touched anyone. Me, I'm good. And Jesus now here, he completely demolishes that argument, and he says, even if you just look. And here what Jesus gives as a remedy of your eyes, and he says this, if your right eye causes you to sin, pluck it out and cast it from you. For it is more profitable for you that one of your members perish than for your whole body to be cast in hell. Wow. that Jesus here says that because it is your eyes that are causing you to sin, it's better that you pluck out your eyes and you cast them out than for your whole entire body to be cast into hell. That meant that my eyes, my two beautiful black eyes, were the source of sin in my life, were the entry point of sin in my life, and were the exit point of favor. Sin entered my eyes and sin exited. And Jesus says, it's better than you remove your eyes, be blinded, than your whole body for you to go to hell. That was a very, can I say, an extreme example, but Jesus meant it that way, that it is better for you to walk blind than for your eyes to cause you to sin. And I'd like to read for you one other man in the Bible who had a lot of favor. And this man gives us a secret on how he was able to overcome the lust on the eyes, how he was able to seal these punctures that were leaking favor from his life. And his name was Job. And Job was the wealthiest, holiest, most righteous man who ever lived in his day. He was so wealthy that I was reading about that he had, was it 3,000 camels? I think I had the price of a camel and I got shocked. And the secret for this guy, why he got so much favor before God, is because he realized and he sealed that loophole. And I want to end this video with this verse to the brothers who are watching. If you want favor from God in your life, then you must take care of your eye gate. You must take care of what your eyes see, because your eyes are the leaking point of all your favor. All the favor in your life is leaving from your eyes. And Job, who I admire so much as a man full of valor, he was a man's man. And he smiled all the way to the bank. Job said this in Job 31:1. He said this, "For I made a covenant with my eyes," not a contract, a covenant, "that I will not look at a young woman with lust." And I think for us men, it must be that radical. It's like Jesus said, either you pluck out your eyes, you walk blind, or you make a covenant with your eyes. And you tell your eyes, from now on, I command you that you shall not look at a young woman with lust. And guys, if you need the favor of God in your life, because favor is, it is so amazing. If you need the favor of God in your life, then you must be careful with your eyes. Because your eyes is where everything in your life is living. And so join me today, guys. Every day when you wake up in the morning, make that covenant with you. Say, God help me and God protect my eyes. Let me not look at any young woman with lust. Let my love, let my lust, let my desire, let my yearning, let my hunger be for my wife only. And God, keep these two eyes faithful to the wife that you give. Till next time, my brothers, God bless.